Alright, Knights of Apollo, what is up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the battlefield. This is Total War Shogun 2 Avatar Conquest, and we actually have a good mix of armies here. So we have a Fall of the Samurai Avatar army, and then his ally, this is the blue team, by the way, on the mini-map, the blue guys. His ally is a classic, like, Shogun 2, like just the normal Shogun 2. And then they're taking on two, and this is the red, their opponents, the red team. They've got just normal Shogun forces. So, really quick, looking at the players. And the reason I have this paused is because you see this hill up here? Yeah, this is going to be huge contention point. These two armies are going to fight brutally for this hill, so it starts off pretty damn quick. We've got Man of Culture, who's leading one of the blue armies. So he's got a lot of cav and a lot of this police force, which will okay, words are hard. It will be interesting to see how that plays out. And then we have Pro over here. He's bringing a lot of Nodachi. He also has some Yari Samurai in the mix as well. A good anti-cav for sure. So yeah, he's got a good mix, and then he's got some cav in the back as well, Yari cav. Now, they are taking on, if we go to the red team, we got the first army. This is Juan. So he is bringing some Katana veterans in the front line, mixed in with some Nodachi Samurai as well. He also has some Yari Samurai and some Katana Cav, which is a good sword cav against the other sworded units. It's like good against sworded units, the Katana cav, and some Yari cav, which is good against enemy cav, I do believe. And then his ally over here is Major Cougar, and he's also bringing that classic army with Yari Samurai in the front. He's got some Matchlock Ashigaru, very cool to see that. So he's got a good mix of forces, and here's his general. So that is his army. Let's go ahead and start this madness, and you're going to see just how crazy this fight starts off. So sure enough, the forces from the blue team, he's got all of his cav fighting, or not fight, well, they're about to fight, but charging forward to try to take control of this hill. I really cannot stress enough. Both teams, look at this, he's got his cav going up as well. Both teams want control of this hill because they're going to have control to the high ground. And this is the last Total War 10 years ago, last Total War where high ground actually matters. So we'll see how this, oh yeah, look at this. You can see the cav and the trees as they clash forces, and it's going to get wild real fast here as they are charging in, and it's going to be quite the struggle between these forces. Now, if we zoom out and kind of give it a bird's eye view, more and more cav is trickling in from both sides. Look at this now. Armies are following up. We got more cav. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Major Cougar has a ton of cav moving up. And then, is there any more cav for this side? It doesn't. Oh, their cav is so far away. So I think if we slow this down really quick. Now, there is some skirmish cav in the back, some Imperial Guard cav. It's a really good skirmish cav. And look at this Yari cav. This Yari guy's like not having it. He's like, enough with your guns. Shameful. No honor. Anyways, yeah, he's trying to scare out the guns. But thank you for that update. But yeah, they're going to charge in their forces, and they're going to try to overwhelm this cav, which I honestly think they're going to do it. I think the blue team's cav is outnumbered here, and now they're definitely going to be greatly outnumbered because they just keep pouring in more and more reinforcements. So you can see that it's quite a mess right now, and well, actually, they're still hanging on, but the infantry is moving forward. This is Man of Culture's infantry, some police force advancing forward, trying to get his infantry into the mix. He realizes how important that is. All of his police force, 200 men in this police force, opening fire at that cav, but now he's got some some Nodachi Samurai. This is his ally closing in with some infantry. And yeah, they definitely lost that cav engagement. And I think what he's trying to do here is he's trying to preserve as many cav as possible. He's trying to like regroup. He's got the general's bodyguard. Obviously, you don't want to lose them. He's got his Imperial Guard infantry. You don't want to lose them. So now the infantry is going to collide into the fight. Clash in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now he's got, what are those, fire rockets? Oh, yeah. Yeah, fire rockets. Just barely firing over the crest of the hill into the enemy lines. And now we have a clash of infantry. And this is going to be one haunted forest, I tell you what. I mean, this is just going to be a lot of death inside this forest, that's for sure. We've got some Yari Samurai. Whoa. That's crazy. Yari Samurai trying to hold off. Looks like Yari Ashigaru. We got massive explosions in the forest right now. Troops flying all over the place. It is quite the struggle. Let's go ahead and zoom out, do some slow motion as well, because there's just so much going on. So both sides have sent up cav. They've got cav shooting into this mess. They've got infantry clashing, where, you know, it seemed like, look at all this cav. He still has a ton of cav. And it seems like, yes, they won the cav battle, but they currently are losing the melee fight. And I think that's where the strength is for this blue army, is that they have more melee. They have more men to spare and more men they can charge into this mess of a fight. So I think the red team needs to activate their cav and really help out in this battle. Maybe get behind, do some rear charging, because they're going to need it. Their infantry isn't going to hold on too long. Or I might be completely wrong. That might be the case too, because it does appear that the red army is pushing back the blue army's infantry. So, wow, they actually do have a lot more infantry here than I thought. So, my bad. Yeah, they're losing. Oh my goodness. Now it's up to the line infantry, which is police force, to try to hold these guys back. And this is just a mess of a battle. My God. This is like one of the bloodiest battles I've ever seen in Shogun 2. Just been so concentrated, you know, concentrated forces. Now the infantry is doing better over here for the blue army, but the red army's doing much better on the far right flank. But still, that's not enough. We got a massive break here happening. We still have a lot of line infantry that moved out. Now, keep in mind, this is not, well, what is this? Yeah, this is all police force. I don't know. He just spammed police force. And he's going around capturing all the dojos, and that might give him a little bit of an edge later on. But so far, they are getting spanked right now. They are getting spanked. And the red army is not even organized. They are just mass pushing their infantry. Mass pushing and trying to take out as many of these troops as possible. Now we got the general for pro, for the blue army side general. Look at this hillside. Look at all those troops. There's still a lot for them to do, and we'll see how this plays out. It's going to be up to the police force, and this is a smart move, a very smart move by Juan from the red army side. Just keep that infantry going. Just keep charging and slicing up this police force, because the police force, their strength is in their guns. See that? That's where they're gonna win.
Your men are running, sir.
We'll see how it's progressing over on the other side of this fight. It does appear that there is some minor gains over here from the blue team, but they need a lot more than that. But the balance of power is dead even, guys. Keep that in mind. The balance of power is even. So this is the cav force that was way on the far flank at the beginning of the battle for the blue team. So they're now been activated, and they're doing what they can to trample down this victorious infantry that is just pouring down this hillside. An absolute struggle of a battle. And now we have Katana Samurai pouring in as well. We've got some Naginata Samurai regrouping, but they're getting chased by the red army, red team. Let's kind of see what else is going over here. We've got some cav. This is a general who it looks like he kind of ran for it. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough to tell. They definitely need to keep getting their infantry. Just keep charging them into this fight. Really bring close combat to the police force of the blue team. Because if they hang back too long, those guns are just going to kill too many of their troops. So they just got to keep getting aggressive, keep pushing in their troops, and trying to destroy this police force.
Sir, the men are exhausted.
Oh. This crazy carnage here. Yari cap. So let's do some slow motion again and see how this is progressing. And just get a good idea, a feel for the battle. Because, man, these battles happen so quick. You blink and you miss so much. So we have more police force moving up. It looks like they're going to... I don't think they're going to run up and support this police force that's currently in melee. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to wait until this force wins. And then they're going to just blast them. And it's just going to be another layer that this infantry is going to have to try to charge through. Back up here, we do have the cav of the blue team. This is their reserve cav. They are going for a general right now, which is absolutely huge. So there we go. The general charge. Oh, that's so cool. I love that animation when they throw the spear from horseback and then pick it up. I was actually talking to someone during my live stream about that. That's just such a cool animation. And then it looks like we've got some victorious infantry over here. This has just been a real mess of a battle. And now they're going to go in and support their guns. And just like that, they turned it around. And honestly, if you ask me how, I don't know. I don't know. I just think that these guns just... You know, they just have too many guns, and now he's just charging in the police force. Did the police force have a decent melee capability? I'm not sure. Like, maybe they're, like, not that great with guns, but they still have them, but they're decent with melee. It could be a possibility, but they are breaking these guys. And now we're getting desperate. Oh, no, that's friendly. I was like, yeah, that seems really desperate there. But there is a desperate charge from the Avatar's bodyguard. I assume he died. And now we have a bunch of infantry, the victorious infantry of the blue team, advancing forward. Got the Naginata Samurai closing in. And the question is, are they going to win? Do they have enough? I think they do. What a crazy fight. I mean, from start to finish, just an absolute bloodbath in this little patch of trees up on this hill. And now the Yari Cav are going in for a charge. There's still a ton of cav left. See, I mean, the balance of power is now looking good for the red team, but they still have a ton of cav, and they're taking on a lot of gun infantry. So, it's possible that they maybe can turn this around. Oh, and then his general is a missile unit. Horseback cav. Oh, and he got him sandwiched. Oh, that's it. That's game. There's no way. There's no way now. That was a good move by Pro. He just wiped them out. That felt painful watching that. That general had completely blindsided. He had no idea. And there we go. That's the victory for this battle. So this one was a crazy one. It was a quick one, but it was a sweet one as the forces just clashed in the center. So it started off going pretty well for the red team. It's just what happened is that I think through the chaos, and the blue team did a great job of just spreading out their guns and forming up firing lines to the point where they could do a lot of damage from afar, and I think it was just too much for the red team. I think maybe they needed to win up here with stronger numbers to deal with all that police force, but it was a great battle. It was a really close battle. It could have gone either way at most points of the battle, so this was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and end this battle and look at the results of this fight. All right, so this was sent in by Man of Culture. Thank you for the battle replay, getting 2,000 kills. Woo, a lot of kills. This Ally Pro here getting 1,700, not too far behind. See how close of a game this was? Everybody got a good amount of kills. Juan, Major Cougar, great games there. If we look at the unit stats, you can see, let's see, who got the most kills on his team? 128, 387. That is police force. I mean, look at the army comp here. It's like 75% police force, and then the rest is like cav. Okay, maybe more like 60%, and then 40% cav. So that is an interesting army, and it worked. It worked. And then here's Pro's army, and then we can see the red team's armies, Juan, and then finally we have Major Cougar, and that is going to conclude this battle, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this fight as much as I did. This was a blast, and I will see you very soon on the battlefield.